All right, we're going to do a quick demo of the new gallery system. I have it loaded up on our template site. You can see here we have the root of the gallery. We've got two different galleries, statues and samples. If you were to click on either of the galleries, you would see the walkthrough, and you can jump between galleries down at the bottom and page through. And so the big question is then, how do you edit these? How do you add images? How do you make new galleries and whatnot? So to do that, as with any database, you're going to come up to the gray bar and look for Edit Library. When you click on Edit Library, it takes you to the list, and you can see there's two different folders, one for sample and one for statues, and that those match up with sample and statues here. If you were to click through into the folder, you would see it has the images. And if I go back to gallery images, I can go to statues and show you the statues as well. You can see that they have alt text, which you should have for every image, and you have a caption, which is optional, which would go below the image as well. You're also going to see a yes, no for the thumbnail, which we'll get into in a little bit. So let's say you wanted to add an image to sample. All I would do is go to the library, and I would grab an image and I would drag it in, and then I would edit that image and I would modify the alt text. There'll be you should have accessibility training that will tell you how to write good alt text. But generally, you want to make a short description for a non-sighted individual of what that image is. So don't say it's an image or image 3. Say describe the image in a short manner. And so I have the test image now, and within 20 minutes, the test image will show up in the sample library. So I'll probably pause this recording and then let that and start it up again so you can see at the very end. So that's how you would add an image to a gallery. It's as simple as just dragging it into the folder and adding the alt text and captions as needed. So the next question would be, how do I make a whole new gallery? And so the first thing you're going to need to do is create a folder for it. So you come down to the root level of this system, and you go to Files and you say New Folder. I'm going to call this one Test Images. And then inside Test Images, I'm going to drag and drop these. Now, you can go into Quick Edit if you have to do multiple at a time. You'll notice that these are all set to yes. They should be defaulting to no. Whichever one you want to show up as the thumbnail should have yes, and anything else will have no. So you want to pick one and only one image to act as your thumbnail. If you make a gallery and you wait the 20 minutes and it never shows up, the chances are you didn't mark one of the items as the thumbnail. So one and only one, and then everyone needs alt text. And then I can stop. So editing in mass is nice with Library Quick Edit, because you can do a whole bunch of stuff just like you would in Excel. I can hit View, or when quick editing, I can hit Stop Editing to come out of that view. Alternatively, I could go and edit each individual item. You can control the sort order of those images here. So if I wanted them in a specific order, I could say I definitely want this one first, but then I want this one second and this one third. And it will sort them in that order as well. If you ever see checked out to, make sure that you then check that item back in. It shouldn't happen, but if it does, you've got check in, check out under the files library. And so that's all we need to do to get things set up. And I'm going to pause the video and restart it once the images come through, so you can see the result. All right, so we've waited the 10 minutes or the 20 minutes, and now we see everything. So now inside of the sample library, we have the test image. The first time you go to a gallery, it has to run the renditions. So it's made our different sized images. Now once we've done that, it goes through nice and smoothly. But the test image we've added is here, and there's a whole new imagery, a whole new library with tests that go in that order. 1, 2, 3. And so that's the gallery system front to back.